muses, the muses were females. So this male dominant society that we have, it's really a fallacy at the end of the day. We're supposed to be working together. Everybody plays their part. Everybody stays in their lane. That's how things are supposed to be. Not a woman being completely servitude to a man, and not a man being completely in servitude to a woman. That is ignorance. We supposed to be working together, family, not all papyrus. And that's what this Library of Alexandria was. All papyri. It wasn't no books. It wasn't no all papyri. All papyrus. And real quick, let's just go into a story about the papyrus. When I'll get the exact story, but where one of these particular papyrus scrolls was taken out of Egypt, the person who took it out actually desecrated the text by cutting it to smuggle it out of the country. Think about that. Think about the willingness. Think about the disrespect that these people have for ancient cultures. The pure disrespect to actually cut a papyrus. And what people gotta understand about, if you cut a papyrus, you can leave whatever you want to out. You can say you're keeping it order all you want to, but as soon as you cut it, you can cut out history. So that's what these people have done. They have cut out history. These people have cut it. Like I said, speaking on the willingness to disrespect things that should be held sacred. These people cut text. These people cut out what they don't want people to know. These people go to the walls and shave colors off. I have this I think it's bookmark on my channel. I have this Penn State University lecture. Penn State University lecture that they talk about how the color has been taken off all this Greek architecture and paintings and statues. Now, if he could say that about Greek culture, just imagine what they have done about African culture or Indian culture or culture just in any respect. These people will really desecrate what is supposed to be sacred to prop themselves up in supremacy. And that's what has been done. That's why you gotta go hard. That's why you gotta go hard. You gotta read this book. Sometimes you gotta read a book before. It's plenty of times I read a book. Yeah, brother sharp, sharper than the Ginsu, cut like a bitch. That's how we do it. We gotta be sharp. We gotta be smarter than the average bear. And a lot of this stuff is just a doorway, and people acting like it's the end all be all. And wait till I get into the biblical archaeology, the official site of biblical archaeology, which 9 times out of 10 people who call themselves many things won't even look into. And here you have somebody who doesn't subscribe to your beliefs, but I actually get the newsletter from biblical archaeology. And wait till they have a big symposium coming up, and wait until I get into the individual people and what they stand on and research them. What up, Wendy Blank? What up, Wendy? We chillin'. You know what I'm saying? You know, in the Library of Alexandria. With us, see, we gotta understand at a certain level what the text was and became during this time period of Alexandria. You know what I'm saying? Because this was a key point. This is actually a very key point in history, because They had the resources, they had the power, and they had control of the people to actually create their own history. And that's what these Greeks have done. That's what these Greeks have done. They created their own form of history. That's why, me personally, I can't per se subscribe to Greek culture in that way, because that's what they did. They were one of the first civilizations to understand. And we gotta understand what when we say the Greeks, we're talking about the Macedonians. We're talking about a hodgepodge, a mix, the Athens. Because at that point, they stopped fighting with each other, and they understood that, hey, we can't do nothing if we divided. So they came up with the term Greek as a blanket term to mean many different people. Macedonians, I mean, we can go into it. Like I said, right there, I got my Black Athena. He goes into a lot of the specific demographics and names of people before and after they were subjugated. And yes, the subjugating is a key point. It's a key point to the story. You have people, some people within which is supposed to be the, which is